I'm making the meaning hypothesis that meaning is the best antidote to mental illness.
Compassion to make a meaningful difference is what drives Mr. and Mrs. Wong to share their expertise and resources with the community. They are both practicing psychologists and paving the way for a grassroots mental health movement in Toronto. As former psychology professors, they have published numerous scholarly books and won multiple awards for their contributions to helping others. They may have taken down their university door titles, but they are as active as ever in lifting up the spirit of those around them.
Paul and I moved from city to city. We have made many, many moves. And wherever we have been, we always open our homes for the community. So when we came back to Toronto, we thought we're going to start something, and that's how we started the Meetup. We have right now over 230 partners, and when we meet every other week, we have groups anywhere between 25 to 37.
Dr. Wong and his wife opened their private home to the general public free of charge. Guests are encouraged to engage in existential positive psychology, something that helps them live more meaningful lives. Dr. Wong tells us a little bit more about this process.
Right now, we have many workshops on how to be millionaire, right? Or how to be happy. Happiness, success. I'm teaching them different. Maybe not as sexy as happiness or getting rich, but it's more fundamental. I'm saying, come here. If you learn how to live meaningfully, you'll be happy, you'll be successful without pursuing them.
In your book, you talk about the importance of having healthy relationships in your life to be able to live more meaningfully. Can you tell me a little bit about what you do here in your weekly meetups that help facilitate human relationships?
So first of all, get people together, regardless your age, your background, or your religion. Everybody's welcome at my home. That's number one. Hopefully some lasting relationship can be formed. So that's the relational part. The second thing is that there is the mini lecture, about 30 minutes, you'll see it. So what we're trying to do is very simple. We're trying to teach people the basic skills about how to accept themselves and how to face problems, how to transform negative events into positive experiences.
With a busy career and family life, Cynthia's search for meaning led her to higher aspirations, apart from just financial gain. The deviance from her peer groups was a challenge at first.
So I felt a little lonely. So when I found this meetup, I just came and checked it out. And this is exactly what I'm looking for. Like Dr. Wong's lecture really gave me the encouragement and support to say it's okay what you're doing.
Depending on where each person is on their life journey, the lessons taken home from each meetup varies for each person.
The relationship, I think the main thing what we have to learn is how we deal with ourselves too, because it's very hard to change your spouse or other people. It's main things you learn how to change yourself.
He has reinforced how important tolerance is and how important it is to realize that we are what we think.
In Dr. Wong's latest book, The Human Quest for Meaning, he outlines a key criteria to living a more meaningful life.
Self-transcendence is one criterion, right?
Self-transcendence, like living beyond yourself.
Not just for yourself. Not study when you live just for yourself, you'll be less happy, less healthy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Dr. Jordan Peterson is a clinical psychologist, professor, and a friend of Dr. Wong's. He is the author of the book Maps of Meaning and an authority on meaning research in Toronto.
Well, it's hard to live a life that's meaningful where you're contributing to society. It means that you have to take a lot of responsibility, and there's courage involved too.
What are some of the positive consequences of pursuing a meaningful life?
It's very useful for people to take time out of their schedules because they're often overwhelmed, to contemplate how their life should be. And people don't do this, and why they don't do it, they're not taught to do this in school. And it's partly because our schools were set up to train factory workers and haven't changed. They were set up in the late 1800s to train the children of factory workers to be factory workers. Yeah, well, people aren't factory workers anymore. So it's helpful to take people out of their day-to-day existence and let them apprehend a broader span of time and space so they can start envisioning how things could be.
So they keep on growing. You never stop growing.
For Dr. Wong and his wife, hosting these meetups is a way of practicing what they preach about living a life of self-transcendence and meaning.
Every time when you have people come in, I just feel energized. So that makes me feel, even though I'm old, feel my life is worth living because I'm able to give something to other people, free of charge. But they hopefully, when they learn how to live meaningfully, they can give to other people.
For those interested in learning more about meaningful living, you can visit drpaulwong.com. For Influence Media, I'm Bita Bardi in Toronto.